That was 50 points off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Your city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. They scratch, walking out your sense, harmony flows to the best of lands. In the neon glow, there is bent, the culture rich, where resents in the morn of grace. Dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and soaring heights, find the magic in the moonlit nights.
Alrighty, guys. Hopefully,
Low battery.
Alrighty, guys. Hopefully,
Low battery.
Alright. We need to do things. I'm not gonna get myself. Alright. We need to do things. I'm not gonna get myself. Hold on. I know you guys are hearing that. I'm just doing as a test real quick. Okay. We need to do a couple of things I need to do. You guys won't hear anything in the background. Okay, no, the streams are fine. Whoops. Hold on. You know you guys should not be able now you guys should good. Now you guys should. All right. We are doing a stream via YouTube now. Because TikTok is being a butthead. It won't let me do anything. The title. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I know it says Magic the Gathering here on YouTube. And also, guys, I know that. But I'm also going to tell you there is two versions of the YouTube. If you want to find a vertical content because you like vertical content, you guys can now watch that here on YouTube, as well as non-vertical content. And I have both of them available for you guys to watch vertically and horizontally, so that you guys don't get any issues with it. And I do have it on both ends. Um, and we are now going to just start it out as an official live streaming. I think I'm just going to do YouTube during the day, all day long. Um, and stuff. So, this is something new for me. I have not really picked up anything. So let me go find ETS2. No, let me go and find Okay, hold on, guys. I don't. I'm having some things being done and being situated. Um, no, I am going to do a thing real quick. Um, right now the chat there is exclusively um. There is exclusively um. There is exclusively. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that YouTube doesn't get the audio from here. So if you want to hear any of the music I listen to, any of the audio from the game, you're gonna have to go to Trovo. But I am gonna tell you, don't need to if you're here on YouTube. It is greatly appreciated. But before I do, I want to close out a couple of things. I'm going to start absolutely a thing. Let me go into this, and I'm gonna start doing the in pictures. Because I do have pictures from Eurotruck that I think what I'm going to do is I'll use that for it. So screenshot for the time being will be like from like previous episode for each one, and then they'll get updated for you guys on it. So which is great. a great thing. So I'm going to copy and then where's new? I'm gonna create a new folder in here. It's gonna be called live. In here, we're just gonna paste it in here as live, and then I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna be better prepared next time for all of this. Yeah, they got it fine. They got a thing with Microsoft Designer, which is fine. We're just gonna create text. Add text and say, nope, caps lock. Hey, Glass, I don't because I haven't gotten into up checking that. I do. I did not see your thing because I also am on YouTube now too. So it's because of TikTok being stupid. But in a severe thunderstorm warning, you may lose power. If you lose power, Glass, you do. I did see your text, and I did see that. I'm just trying to change a couple of things. But I did not send. Later 2. Sorry, I've been trying to set up a thing to fix some stuff. Let's go and put that up to 150. And then I'm going to go. Okay. Okay, there we go. No, just as a copy, I guess. And hold on. I hate doing this. Because I have to do it this way. Yeah, because I already got a copy of it. But yeah, no, that's that is not good, Glass. I'm going to say that's not really good at all. Having that thing. I do pay attention to chat, guys. I just am trying to do a thing. because I'm gonna have to do it through here, create it through here, and then go through and stuff. We're gonna do this no matter what. I'm gonna continue this one, but I will be making sure that I am absolutely better prepared this time. And now that I will be, when I do Euro Truck Simulator, I will be able to listen to music. You guys won't be able to hear it on YouTube, um, but only on the Trovo side. I am currently live. I hope that I can get into my studio right now and just be able to update the settings on no close, just to see if I can edit the update, see if I can edit this. I can start it here on this and move over to that if I need to. So let me go down into my Eurotruck folder. Screenshots, thank you. And we can update this, and I'll have one. I'll have to take a photo each. File is bigger. Okay, now we know that the file is going to be bigger. Okay. And now we know it's going to be bigger, but what we can do is just more options. GIMP. Because GIMP is where I usually do it for, and I'll just have one for it. If I'm driving the same truck or something, we will do it. Talking, like, I will have a better, I'm just doing this for this episode, for this time, but I'm going to try to have some better stuff going on. Okay, then we're just gonna hit image. We're just gonna scale the image. Now it's 1920 by 1080. That's why it's such a big size. We're gonna height is gonna be 720. We're gonna scale it down even there. Actually no, let's scale it down to 480. Scale it down to 480. No, just scale the image. Overwrite that. See if that'll work. Because it needs to be changed. The file. See if it'll work. Okay, yeah, so 720p, I can do 720p, so it'll work better for you guys. We got it updated. We finally have that all going for us. I don't got some fixing done. Alright, so now all I have to do is I can go in, edit the file, go in, put it into my live folder, for a image that I might pick up for the next episode. So I will now have exclusively YouTube now, and as a dual process for it. So I am going to do a test here as well. Give me a second here. Well, it's whatever. We'll have better next time for any of it. Now there is also, guys, I just wanted to let you know, um, uh, I always have the vertical and the non-vertical content. Um, and thanks for the likes, people. I'm gonna have no, I will have the thing that you guys can. I don't know how the YouTube side's gonna work, but I'm gonna be live streaming now through YouTube. So I have to. I have to figure things out as we go. Um, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get ourselves going. Um, now one of the things that I'm gonna tell you is you guys won't like. Oh, it's headlight. Okay, fair enough. Um, it's one of those things, guys, that I always like to spend my time doing. Doing is um I'm gonna start doing YouTube as my shorts and my mainstream. I'm just gonna start streaming on YouTube. Um and then I will have a thing uh where track 2, like um where you guys won't hear any of the sound coming in when I'm doing Euro Truck. And then at night I will do Euro Truck for a little bit, and then I will leave you guys with a couple of things. That's going to be changing. I'm changing things around. I'm going back to YouTube again because of stupid TikTok being stupid. If I could get TikTok to work, I would. And you guys can watch either the vertical or the horizontal. I'm thinking of just leaving it vertical, and then utilizing the horizontal as like the trovo side for you guys. So I might take out the vertical, take out the non a thing. But I will tell you, if you guys want to listen to what I'm listening to the radio station while you're on here on YouTube, it's gonna probably be a little bit delayed, but I don't like to have anything delayed. But I have it set up that way. So if you guys are interested in all of this content, it's great. It's glad for you guys to be here. And trust me, I'm only doing this for today, and we'll do this for YouTube until I can figure out how to get the uploads figured out. Because I'd normally just normally live stream on YouTube on TikTok, on Trovo, and then upload to here. But I think I might just do both at the same time, because YouTube's kind of that one person that does allow us to multi-stream. But I'll keep the YouTube as my secondary. You know, I love TikTok more than I love YouTube, but TikTok was being a dick with me and wouldn't let me stream through Stream Elements today because it basically said, "Oh, you're not authorized." It's like, what? So we will have some. We will start having each at the end of every when we go through each episode. I will have like a random like thing where I'll take like 1080p picture. But then I'll edit that and bring it down to 720p for thumbnails, so they're all gonna all be in 720p. Um, and that's how we're gonna do things. They're gonna let me through, buddy? Because this guy's being a bitch and slowing down. But I will not be swearing. It's gonna be a hard thing to do, but and I'm still gonna stick here on to using both of these platforms. It looks like that if you are having issues with it, I'm sorry, but I've been having this issue um with TikTok, and I just hate it. I hate that you can't get to stream through Stream Elements anymore through it, and it's just dumb. It pissed me off. So I'm now gonna have I'm only gonna stream through YouTube and TikTok, Trovo, and I can mention both of those platforms together on YouTube because I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna be happy. And trust me, I'm doing it here. I'm doing whatever, wherever. But I might do vertical content here on YouTube though, and leave. Do it. So we'll figure something out, guys. We'll figure this out. I am gonna tell you, I'm gonna be watching through the vertical side on YouTube though, because it's just gonna be a lot easier for me to do that, and uh, and I'll have a little bit better protection with it. Um, I don't. It's like I try not to say a lot of bad things here, or it's gonna be a little bit more challenging because I do have to keep this mainly PG-13, and so once in a while I'll swear, but it's not going to be constant. Now I'm pretty sure Smitty and these other people are out there. But I am going to do a thing. I'm going to do a thing real quick. Let me share that I'm live. Yeah, I'm going to refresh the page real quick. Nobody's there anyway, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to post onto Blue Sky that I'm live. This first one, uh, and I'm gonna start making better at what I do, for it all. Um, so I might be dropping the non-vertical content off of the YouTube's, uh, the horizontal content off YouTube and just using vertical, so that people who might wanna, who like to watch in vertical form, they can have the vertical form here on YouTube and the non-vertical form on that. But I just shared it out, so whichever one comes up. And I won't have to go through some things. I will still have like record and then I'll upload, so it won't be like a constant thing. But hey, that I'll record, and that's why I have the vertical side, is so that I can record for some stuff for TikTok, so that you guys, so that TikTok can kind of see in vertical format for it all. But it's gonna be that way. I do want you guys to know, um, okay, yeah, I made a boo-boo. I was supposed to go to the right, and I did not. So we are now starting to get enough somewhere to where I don't have to spend out loans. Once I'm done with the loan stuff, like if for example, the only time I will go out and buy a loan is if I can go to the Scanias and get an R2000, get the Scania R2009, for it. And that's the only time that I want you guys to know that it's the only time I'm gonna grab the Scania trucks, the Scania Rs. And I'm not doing Scania just to do Scania, guys. Once I get the Scania R2009s, we'll go with the Scania Rs after that. And then after the Scania Rs, we will do we'll start picking up other trucks, and we will start going through that. And we'll take that into consideration. I also have a little notepad thing that we will check once in a while, when we're ready to get access to a content with it. It'll be fine. It'll be dandy. Hey, guess what? I made that mistake again. Ugh. I made that mistake again. Nope. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna drop the vertical, the vertical content as something. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, guys. I'm gonna drop the vertical side of things. Um, I think I'm just gonna do that for today. So, and then I will work on I'll work on better next time. We will have. I'm gonna start working on better updates. We're gonna work on getting stream elements situated. Um, we're gonna switch over to YouTube, doing YouTube as a full thing. I'll have my afternoon streams exclusively. Um, doing it via Trovo and YouTube. And my night streams are going to be specifically Euro Truck, because I'm going to be live twice, but I'll have my Trovo streams be exclusively at night for it. So I'm thinking about trying to figure out what I can do and what if I can get TikTok fixed tonight by tonight for tonight's stream, then you won't see probably a live stream on YouTube uh because I don't like doing YouTube live on don't like being live on YouTube. I'd rather be on TikTok, where TikTok just seems to be better. But okay, we go down this way, right? No, we don't. Never mind. It's the other one. We're at 5 hours for that, so we will. Okay, so we're gonna put a bookmark. We'll have that scene there. And then we'll also put one there for fuel. Because we'll be able to see it when I bookmark those things where I have to. I did not pause when I was doing a thing. So we'll just go to loading. We'll just load back. It does this thing where when I load, and then I'll be working on doing having vertical content on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But today I'm not going to. I'm gonna work on exclusively having the vertical content on the YouTubes and having horizontal content via Trovo. And I'll be able to finally physically mention it. And it's fine. It's fine. We'll get through this. If TikTok doesn't run it now, and if I do, and if TikTok does finally work for me, then I will maybe go 3 streams. Maybe go have the YouTube, the TikTok, and then have the uh and then having TikTok be there, and you know, and then I can have a slightly changed thing where um, but we'll see. I might not even do the TikTok thing, but if I do, I will have like a thing where you guys will get that notification. Okay, so we are going to kind of that's going down right away. Down that way, which would have been fine. But and YouTube will decode this um in a way that won't be like 1080p. Like you can get 1080p, but it can also decode down. It'll give more people that opportunity to do so. But TikTok just is more discoverable. Ding ding. But anyway, the things that I wanted to really and I'm gonna have to mark it myself. I really do hate the TikTok. Um, but anyway, there's a few things I wanted to, and I'm gonna go through it again just because in yesterday I went through it over on TikTok and Trovo for what it's worth. Um, um, One of the things that I wanted to really mention and hound upon is, we're having this issue with stuff going on across the internet and across the world and all of this. Um, and it's a problem that we face. Um, but I will tell you, uh, it's one of those things where, as we drive, as I'm driving, it's like the things that we're gonna be doing primarily for a lot of my live stuff, guys. Is I know I've already said this via trovo many times. Is I'm gonna have some news coming in, and we're gonna have some things um, to talk about. Now, this doesn't mean that I will. You guys on the YouTube side. There might be something where I might have. Oh, I'm gonna have this thing where something goes on a radio station on it, because one of the stations I always listen to, guys, and I always listen to is Trans Radio UK, and it's a great station, and it's one of those that I listen to like every time I'm driving. So, but I had to mute the track in YouTube for it, so that you guys don't, so that I don't get copyrighted or get my YouTube taken down. Um, and stuff. So you guys, that's why you guys aren't hearing the game sound. Um, if I can figure out some way where I can, have the audio going directly to Trovo through it, and then come directly to you guys here on YouTube, and not have it come directly to you guys on YouTube, because a copyright is the biggest thing that's why I streamed on TikTok. That's why I streamed on you. That's why I streamed on TikTok and Trovo, is because they don't take copyright as serious. Even the Twitch doesn't even do that. Even Twitch allows me to kind of, as long as it's in the VODs, they're cracking down on that. So it's like, TikTok and Trovo are the only two apps that are like, they're not gonna take your stream down on it. Now, I could probably be deleting my streams from Trovo and not having it anymore. But what I'm going to do is absolutely, I'm also going to do this thing where I will have these live streams. I'm wondering if I can shift my lives here on YouTube to members only, to make it a members only get access to the live streams on my past live streams on YouTube to members only, which would actually be a fine and dandy thing. And then and I will make sure that I'll try to make sure that we have some news, some stuff to talk about here on I'll make sure I have come better prepared and stuff, just so that we can kind of do it, because I'm not gonna go through a lot of, but some of this stuff today will be probably a repeat. And you guys have probably already heard me talk about it, and I'm not gonna do this, but I want you guys to know that that for those of you probably already noticed a lot about these things, but Biden over the weekend came out with now you guys are probably already going to hear this again later tonight if you got or already heard about it through David Pakman, which I recommend you guys go and watch David Pakman and Midas Touch and all these other content creators out there. These guys are doing wonderful work. Barnacules does wonderful work as well. I won't be live on Saturdays, but you guys can always catch me in the Barnacules chat most of the time. Okay, yeah, we're good. But one of the things that I always come in and wanting to tell you guys is like, look, you can have you guys can have all the content you want, all the availability for what's out there. But one of the things that I wanted to come in and talk about is like, the United States right now with all of the stuff that's going on. I'm not going to go into saying too much of stuff because I don't want to get myself into YouTube trouble. Because there are some things that I can get myself into trouble. But like, one of the things that with this Biden thing, you guys have heard that he's got prostate cancer. And this issue with the prostate, like they're going out after Biden for, oh well, he didn't say anything during his term, and he was in office, and it's like, and it's dumb, because what really happens with all of this is that they're going after him because they're saying, oh well, it's all these conspiracies. Sometimes people don't even tell celebrities, major celebrities don't even tell people until later that they've had cancer or these things. And sometimes it's like you're going after somebody for not disclosing something. What if Biden never knew about it? What if Biden never knew about it during his term? What if now that they're just finding out about it because and it's like, you don't know what's going on. You just know right now that he's got it, and leave it at that. It's sad to see him have it, but hey, Sundark, thanks for joining the live stream. Thank you. How you doing? So you can't assume. You just can't assume those things. You just let things go, and if they didn't want to tell you until now, let it be. You just gotta let it be. You can't choose to you can't choose to put one side or the other in front and just let it go, because going out after people is not what you should be doing. Shouldn't be going after people just because they tell you something later. Sometimes it's like, people don't seem to quite understand that that, and it's just like you look at celebrities and they don't tell people everything about them. You know, it's like go look up I can't think of his name right off the top, but his name is David. And I always know him as David. He plays in my brain's going dark for it. It's Stargate Atlantis. David from Stargate Atlantis. I don't know his last name. And I don't remember who he plays as in that, but it's like you wouldn't know a lot more. Like you wouldn't know a lot of stuff about him unless you're out there, you know, paying a lot of things that go on within the YouTube sphere. You know, David. You wouldn't think David. You wouldn't think David would be somebody that you watch occasionally on YouTube from Barnacules, who's not a popular YouTuber, but he was at one point, but not anymore. And you have to think about all of those things out there. You can't just assume that you know every. Oh, ah, my bad. My bad. I was not paying attention. Please tell me I can load up and not have damage. Because you can do this while on a truck thing, but you might have it. But I will tell you guys, all of this is of course. You know, of course, I make some bad decisions because I'm more trying to talk to you guys instead of me talking about. Okay. We can load, it's still gonna it's gonna act as if we have no damage. The game, while on that, but I am going to do a thing now. Now I'm gonna load. Whoops, no. Now I'm gonna load, and we're gonna load the most recent save. I'm doing it just so I can get the truck out of the way. Wait, where am I at? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna load up that save. Because not all the time we'll fix ourselves. We'll make sure we're paying more close attention. But you can't expect the left or the right or the centrists or anybody. You know, everybody's gonna have some sort of everybody lies at some point in their life. Everybody corrects themselves. Sometimes they will correct themselves. They said, they'll make that lie, but then they go out and say, okay, hey, I'm going to correct my mistake, and that's what we should be focused on. Is not lying to one another, not putting others in front of our lies. And we shouldn't be lying in general, to be honest. But with this Biden thing, you don't want to be lying. You don't want to be like putting conspiracies out there that are not the truth. You don't know what's going on. You don't know anything, so you shut your mouth if you don't know. If you don't know, we just know that it's a sad thing that Biden has prostate cancer that's close to his bones. It's sad, but you know what? We have to live with that, and we have to know that I don't like putting things out there and on it. But the other thing I wanted to come in and talk to you guys is like these tariff situations going on. Tariffs are not what we should be doing. We shouldn't be tariffing other countries' goods because what? Look at Walmart. I know that Walmart may not have gone up and increased their. It said, "Oh, we're not gonna we're gonna raise our prices," but then Trump goes out after them and says, "No, you guys have to eat those costs. You guys made billions," and it's like. Hold on. Are we just driving around right now? This job is suspended. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was getting a free roam thing, but it's like you can't go out and believe everything that you see on the internet. Like I'm gonna tell you, it's like I don't. It's like look, it's like I go and listen to Barnacules. Do I believe everything he says? Do I just blindly believe people and what they say? No, I don't. But when I look at Barnacules, it's like no, I actually look at Midas Touch and all these things. It's like these things are being said and done by Donald Trump, and he's basically just going after people. It's like he's saying, "Oh well, tariffs. Companies should have to eat these costs." That's not right. Not everybody can eat those costs. Not everybody can make those things. And then when people have to increase their money, and Walmart does not, it's like what Walmart's doing is basically, they're making record profits. They don't need to increase their and it's like a company has every right to make their own decisions. A company has should have every right to do that. It shouldn't be under the government to control these businesses. Unless it's directly harming America, which Walmart is not directly harming America. Temu's not directly harming America. Yeah, it might be unethical to go to a Temu or Shein or these other businesses, but you cannot expect these guys. You don't know what's going on. You could say Amazon too, for all that matter, but you don't. It's like we can go out and buy these goods. We can go out and buy all of this. But it's not. It's nowhere near the perfection. Nothing is ever perfect in life. Nothing ever is. Nothing ever will be perfect because you may think that, you okay. We do need to get some rest. But I have not seen any places to rest except down there. There, and how far? That's an hour and 24 minutes to it. So we'll be able to make it in time for us to get some rest. Before, but thank you guys. Like, look, and if I say Sundark, thank you. How you doing? If I don't catch you guys' stream right away, don't catch you guys there right away, please note that I am there. I just might not get it because I am trying to focus on driving as well, and it's a little bit difficult for me to do that. But I am working on that. Elmera. Interesting choice of name. But I will say it's like the majority of the things that we hear in the news that we take in, we have to be careful what we listen to and what we do. It's like you can't go out and follow Jim Baker or follow these people out on the internet and just assume that they're telling you the truth. You have to like assume that what they're telling you is you have to go and study. You have to make sure, are they really telling you the truth? Are they really going out there and doing those things? Look at both sides of the coin and figure out who's biased. Like the right's bias, the left's bias, right? But if both sides are biased, you have to go in and make sure that the news that you get from either side, you have to go and you have to make sure that the news that you get is always the truth. And always something where even the absolute truth, not just, believing the truth from the left or believing the truth from the right, because I'm going to tell you, if you look at the news from these executive orders, the titles say one thing, but the order says it's another thing. It's basically the same thing that Hitler did in the 1930s. And it's like you can't go out there and believe you can't go out and believe every ounce of the content. Which, to me, these things that we do, sometimes we do these things and then we look at it and it's like, we have to also be careful what we say and what we do, because, not everybody's going to be out there telling you the truth. I'm not going to be out there telling you the 100% exactly the absolute truth, because I don't know everything that I post is going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly everything that I stand for. You know, sometimes I'm wishy-washy on this Second Amendment issue. It's like I see why we need it, and then I also see why people want to get rid of it. And it's like it's really tough on me to decide, okay, what's the best course of action? The best course of action for me, that guy just was literally, I was but we have to really look at that course and take a look at that action, that the more that we spend on our decision and the more that we do in it, we have to look at, okay, is that news, let's say, where's that news coming from? Is that news coming from the left, or is that news coming from the right? The best place that you can do, and I'm no way in sponsorship by them, but look up ground news. Ground news is is a great place to get all of it. You know, you may not, you know, it may be bias. They may have some bias in there, but guess what? Everywhere you go, like you listen to your favorite TV, your favorite news station, they're gonna have biases. They're gonna be biased. The left's gonna be biased. The right's gonna be biased. Anywhere you go, the person you listen to every day that you might, like me, is always gonna. There's always gonna be some sort of a bias with everything that I do, even. Did I miss? Oh! I could have gone back that way, gone there and rested, but I missed. I missed my resting. I missed the opportunity for me to rest. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. Because I need to get a little bit of some rest. You know, we have this job remains for 13 hours, so. But I'm gonna get off, guys, here at this rest stop. We'll finish up this this haul later tonight. For you guys, I will be doing a couple of things. We will be primarily doing Eurotruck here. I'm gonna leave Trovo as my primary. YouTube's gonna be my secondary. I just wanted you guys to know that. But my Trovo side is going to be primarily, I'm going to do non-PG-13 stuff over there, where Glass and Scarlet always seem to go into the swearing stuff. So if you want to see more of an adult-oriented content, more of that, you guys can come check over on that side of. If I have to start paying. I'm not gonna grab gas though. Gas is one thing I kind of wish that when you go to gas stations, you can have that ability to. Yeah, it's not a resting spot though. Okay. But I will tell you a couple of things that I'm gonna be doing with this. Is I've already been doing a lot of this already previously. I think I'm just gonna stick to YouTube for it, and I think I will, you know, I think it'll be fine. I think I will manage. We'll manage. It'll be fine, right? Yeah. I will tell you guys, like, look, I'm gonna say this. What really makes me interested in is that a lot of the places, we look at the news. It's like, Poland and Romania. They're basically kind of like going after Trump. They're kind of, and it's like you look at Poland, you look at Romania. They're fighting against Trump. You know, and it's like the rest of the. You look at this, and you look at Australia that's doing the same thing. You look at Canada. You look at the. It's like the world is going after Trump, and it's like it's glad to see that some people are standing up to Trump. Some people are willing to, but you look at UK and you look at UK, and UK is kind of following into the footsteps of Donald Trump. And it's like you with the in regards to the LGBTQ community, especially the trans community. It's like the United States is not allowing trans people to exist. They're wanting to. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we need to go up. We need to stay here then. I was gonna turn over, but we'll stay here. I was just gonna go over so I could get behind this guy, but we're so close to getting this done. I'm going to finish this. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing here, guys. We're gonna go to radio. No, not radio. Let's go to media. Go to photo mode. We're gonna take a photo for our next. I take those screenshots, guys, for YouTube. and that's what I'm doing. Is I always make sure that my things are going to now be set up to 720p. For it as much as I can, I always go for 720p PNG files. But you know, and this way I can just go and I can just start the stream over here, and then I can get my studio. I can just come in over here and edit over here. As I get started, I can do that, and just create the thumbnail. Create the thumbnail. I'll start creating thumbnails. I'm gonna start doing that more. More so that way, every episode's gonna have the next thumbnail, so you guys are gonna get to see the thumbnail ahead of the next episode. For it. But I will tell you, I will live stream at night. At night with you guys here on YouTube, and then during the day, and my Euro Truck stuff on YouTube for two streams during the day. For it. So I want you guys to know that. Unloading that trailer. Level 25. Just in time delivery. We'll get a bonus for that now. For that. We have made 80,000 today. Let's go get some rest. I gotta go make some supper, guys. I gotta go and do that. Because we're gonna go repair my vehicle. Because I got that 1% damage. Did not mean to have that happen. Alright, let's get ourselves some resting, guys. Thank you for all of you who are coming in to watch the stream, am very thankful. We now have made $106,000. Garage purchase. Okay. Now, I'm not going to purchase any garages yet, guys. Because we're going to go to Notepad real quick. Okay, so as you can see, we have nothing from over here for it. Let me see. Places. Austria. We can do Austria, I think, and we will get over here for that. We're gonna go over here. To get that, it's gonna cost us 180,000. So we'll probably get that tonight. But guys, I don't know how YouTube's gonna like me if I do 2 live streams in one day. We'll see. I thank you all for watching the stream, guys. Let me know if you guys are having issues with the stream. Because I'm gonna start streaming here, and then at 9 o'clock, I'm also gonna be doing that as well. Because I have to go make some supper. 9 o'clock. I will get back on at 9, and then we'll live stream again from 9 till 10:30, 11, and then I will end the YouTube stream for you guys, and then that at 10:30, 11 o'clock is when I'm going to start picking up exclusive Trovo content, where it's still going to have the Euro Truck right at the beginning, and then at the end of that, it will have the Call of Duty. So I will have things situated and set up. We will have so that you guys can go in and wait for the stream to start. We might be a little bit late. We'll see. You know, you never know with these things what's going on with it. So hey, thanks for anybody who is currently watching, concurrent viewers. Thanks for all the people who are watching. Stream health is excellent. Stream setting good. Stream's doing well. Thanks for the 15 people who have come to watch this stuff. I will have probably trying to get some good titles, and stuff, and we will have every episode from now on. Every live stream will now have a thumbnail, a thumbnail from the previous episode for it. So this way the things are still going to say live Euro Truck Simulator 2, but it's still going to say live with Euro Truck Simulator 2, but it will be live. Everything's going to be live here now. And I'll probably I'll occasionally post a short or something that you guys can kind of do. I have that. So anyways, we will absolutely see you guys later. Let me save. How I like to save the game though, guys, every time I save, I always used to put live. The only day I will not be live in the afternoons is Monday through Friday. Is Monday through Friday, and Sunday will be afternoons. Nights will be every day. YouTube's going to be exclusively Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm going to be specifically doing that and talking news in the afternoons and nights. Oh, or just general talking for any of it. Live 5/19/20 2025. Thank you, not 2026. That's how I save it, because then that way it knows that this is when I last saved, and that's where we go. So anyway, we will catch you guys later. Catch you guys. Make sure you guys check out other videos here. Remember, content's always going to be. You guys can always check out my secondary channel. Over at Mad Sneakers, where I do a lot of sneaker stuff, but that's going to be exclusive. I might have something where I do have like a live, where I go live and then I delete the live stream on YouTube and then upload that same live over to the non-live. But we'll see how things go. But anyway, we will catch you guys later. Bye. Hit that like, subscribe. Make sure that when you guys do so, that you guys can come check it out. Remember, I am going to tell you I am live on TikTok. If I can get it live on TikTok tonight, I'll get on live on TikTok tonight. If I cannot, I will be exclusively staying on YouTube then again. I am going to do that. So, anyway, and I'm also going to tell you I might start doing vertical content exclusively on YouTube, and then have the or the afternoon, where if you want vertical content, it'll come out at a later point. The vertical content or whatnot. We'll see how things go. What you guys want for that.